Welcome back, everybody. Hi, this is Mark Boersma and Peter Miles and Tom Kuntz with Leverage. And I'm just so excited. Like, this course is just rocking my life. I could probably take the full 7 minutes, but I won't take the whole thing. But this is what it's doing in my life. So it's impacting in all areas of life. So I've got family members. So I've been blessed with 7 kids, 5 grandkids. 3 of my kids are married. And so, you know, the significant others, there's not, like, sometimes there's a little conflict. Sometimes there's, you know, so I've got a couple family members that, I don't know, there's just not what there could be. So I'm using leverage to be able to bring value to that situation. We've got team members that I'm using leverage to help them achieve their goals. Got a client that really needs additional time and using leverage to do that. We had another client, Matt King, owns a construction company, and we taught him leverage, and in using systems and the Action Vision coaching and leverage, he went ahead and asked 2 of his clients for referrals in a very specific way. Got 8 referrals from 2 clients, and 4 of those referrals turned into clients immediately. And so leverage truly inspires and changes every aspect of our life. And so if you go to leverage.dnaforsuccess.com, that's leverage.dnaforsuccess.com, and then get your backstage passes, promote this to everybody you know. So it's very limited. You need to go ahead and get this out and being able to go through this. We've gone through some of the basics here in, you know, with Tom and Peter, so we've gone through some of our background things, and then we've gone through the model. Peter and Tom, before we dive into the Q&A, is there any specific thoughts or questions or insights that you guys had on leverage that you'd like to share with everybody today?
It's just been kind of interesting to see how everything kind of fits together when you look at the DNA for people and business and life, because that's really what it's really all about. And if you can leverage those 3 things to whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, I think it's going to lay a plan out for you, and you can just move through it extremely fast.
So here's a question, Tom, I have for you. And you're the one that really taught this to me, like as we traveled around the country together the first year or so. When you'd say something, I catch myself saying, I know what Tom's saying, but it took me a while to realize that I really didn't. Like you were talking, speaking, sharing at a frequency much, much higher than I was at, and as soon as defensiveness kicks in, no learning happens. But not only as soon as defensiveness, but as soon as I say, I understand what somebody's saying, my learning stops immediately. How do you go ahead and help people around you, Tom, that think they've been through the course, think they understand what you're saying, but they really don't? How do you deal with that?
Well, I think the one thing you obviously need to always keep saying is that you've never learned it all. So even if you think you've been through it, there's always something new in whatever new thing has come out. I know when I went through these 3 processes here, it really changed the way I looked at everything. And every time I go back and look at it, even if nothing's changed, something changes in me, because I see something I didn't see the first time, and then the second time, and the third time. So consistency in going in and looking at things is not a bad thing.
So how do you do that? I mean, you know, you're 70, so you've been on the planet for 7 decades. You're really smart. You've gone through a lot. How do you discipline yourself and your brain to say I've seen this 1,000 times, but 1,001 I'm going to see something I haven't seen before? How do you discipline yourself to think that way, Tom?
Well, I guess it really goes back, and I've told you this before. I don't think I was ever ready for any job that I was given, and so that meant I had to jump in and figure out how to get it done, and then how to improve whatever it was I was doing, and then how to improve that. unless you're the smartest person in the world, you can always learn. And even the smartest person in the world can learn. There's only, in my estimation, there's only one person who knew everything, and, they're not here. So you just have to do it. I mean, pretty simple. Don't give up.
So
don't think you know everything when you don't.
Right. So, Peter, I'm sure you've experienced that same thing. How do you help, Peter, how do you help people around you that think they maybe know a lot more than they do? How do you help them to recognize that maybe they're not as smart as they think? Maybe they should be picking up more than they're picking up. How do you do that?
Well, just to echo what Tom already said, I've lost count of how many different positions I've had over 35 years, but it's probably 35, even though some of them I may have been in for 6 years, 4 years, or whatever it may be. And it's the same thing. When you're looking for answers, and particularly when you go into a new environment, a new business, a new market, a different country, or whatever, I mean, you don't know, so you have to search. And what you find is the longer you are somewhere working with a team of people and yourself, you've got to keep an open mind. Unless you've overachieved on everything you set as a goal in life or in business, the finish line, you never cross the finish line. There is no finish line in life, and there is no finish line in business. And understanding really that people and the different types of people you're working with is really hard. So, if you're not getting movement, if you're not getting that compound interest, that alignment, that total contribution from everybody, and I don't mean just, they work hard, that engagement to achieve or serve the same purpose, the same goals that you are. And some of it is just being able to speak in their language, and you find that more when you work internationally and when you even work with a diversity across America. It's a question of don't give up. When the light bulb comes on in people because they start getting out of their comfort zone and trying to operate differently and search for answers they didn't otherwise find themselves looking for. So it is a lot of trial and error. There isn't one shoe size fits all, and that's why I think a lot of what's in this course is so powerful, because it helps you understand, learn, and leverage the people and resources that are available to you.
Nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in the Q&A, and for sure participate in the Q&A. I think, the course, the 7 weeks are magical. Like, it'll blow your mind. But the backstage passes that you're a part of right now, I think that's where it becomes really magical. And share this with other people. As we help others see success, they see us. When the tide rises, all the ships rise together. So here's our 5-second pause, and then we'll go right into the Q&A. Here we go.